Hey boys, what's going on? It's Ordinary here, bringing you guys episode 41 as the GM of the Phoenix Coyotes. And last episode, we just simmed a whole bunch of games. We got to the end of the season, right up into the playoffs. We did win the President's Trophy, so that makes 4 in a row for us, which, no small feat. That's would be a dynasty if we didn't have some shitty playoffs the last 2 seasons. We got a brand new squad here. What did we ditch? We ditched like Skinner, Galchenyuk. We ditched a lot of guys trying to bring a new look in here, and hopefully it's going to work out for us. We got the Jets in the first round like we did last year. We did beat them last year in the first round, so hopefully we can have a repeat performance of that. I guess there's not much more to talk about before you get right into the sim, so let's do it. Game number 1 in Phoenix. Hopefully we can just dominate. First period, here we go. Nothing. We are out shooting them, and we are starting the next period on the power play, so hopefully that'll get something done for us. We did check their team stats at the last in the last episode, and we noticed that they did have a pretty shitty penalty kill, and we had a pretty solid power play, so hopefully our special teams can get it done this series. Here we go, period 2. 1-0 for them. We're still out shooting them. We're still starting the next period on the power play, but Frazier looks like he's able to snap one home from the top of the circle. So we got our work cut out for us here in game number 1. Duclair evens it up right early, which I like to see. It's way too close. So power play, get it done. Come on. We're going to see overtime. We're going to see overtime in game number 1. We are out shooting them by 8. Looks like Asham is starting instead of Bishop, which is fine. He did have the better stats and the better overall, so it doesn't make or it does make sense that they would put him in. And Falk has only let in 1 as well on 27 shots, but Asham doing really well to keep the Jets in this one. Hopefully we can squeak one past him here early in overtime. Let's see what happens. Oh, so 38 seconds in, Hornquist is able to snipe one home from the top of the circle against Jason Asham, and the Phoenix Coyotes win game number 1, the first shot of overtime. So that's a relief. We should be winning these games. I was going to say they're not going to give Asham a star, but they are going to give him the 3rd star. Hornquist with 2 points. That 3rd line coming up huge for us. Even though we do have a really, really good first line. We do have to be aware of Patan. We looked at their lineups last episode, and he is a solid player, and he had more than a point per game in the regular season, so he should be a force to be reckoned with here in Winnipeg. But they have some guys to watch out for as well on our team. First period of game number 2, what's going to happen? 3-0 for us. Hornquist with another one. Faxa and the Prime Minister Stephen Harper. 2 power play goals, so it looks like our it looks like they had a 5-on-3 and then we scored twice, or maybe a major. Let's take a look at that actually. Penalties. Yeah, they just had 2. Right. Ooh, delay a game. What an idiot. One right off of the other. And 2 power play goals. Special teams stepping up. We are more than doubling their shots, so hopefully we can keep that going in period 2. Yes, 5 goals, another power play goal for Faxa, and Duclair with his 2nd of the series as well. So our first line not getting anything done, but lines 2 and 3 are. So as long as we can keep up these numbers, I'll be happy. We're almost doubling them in shots. Still killing off a penalty. They only had 1 shot. That's fine. Ooh, and it looks like Ruidel's going to break the goose egg for Falk. That's fine, though. There's no way we lose this game. There we go. Happy with that. A 5-1 win for the Coyotes in game number 2. And we'll head to the MTS Center in Winnipeg for game 3. I believe that's what the place is called. Hopefully it shows up there on the message center. Come on, load. Nope. Maybe it'll show for game 4. But we'll see what happens here. So far, we had a tight game number 1, a runaway game number 2, so who knows what we're going to see here in the 3rd game. Period 1, here we go. 2-0 for us. So Dauphin gets 1 on the power play, and McKinley gets 1 even strength. So it looks like the first line is finally going to get some points here for us. 11-6 with the shots, so we're taking it to him. Backhand from the hash marks? Jesus, Dauphin, how do you snipe that? Anyways, second period, 5-0. So it's a runaway game again. The Prime Minister snipes one on the power play. Jenner on the fourth line gets one done, and McKinley gets one on the power play as well. So, like I said, our power play has shown up here in games 2 and 3. Not so much the first game, but we got like 3 power play goals in each of the next games, so that's okay. We'll slow sim in this third, even though we've won the game. There's no way. Look at another power play goal. Riley from the point. Jesus. So we're definitely capitalizing on their weak penalty kill. And another late or mid third period goal to break the shutout for Focht, but that's okay. 1 goal against in the first 3 games. He's definitely a stud. Looking for the Conn Smythe to go with his Vezina that he should definitely get, and the Jennings that I'm pretty sure he's won it already. I didn't check the stats, but if he didn't win it, that's going to be a big surprise. And 3 stars of tonight. Ooh, Focht's not even going to get shit. I guess there's just too many points going up. I don't think Dauphin should have got one with 1-1, but we did sweep the board there, so that's good. Game 4, looking for the sweep. Would be nice to just do away with these guys right quick and have no stress here and go right on to round 2. Let's see. So their dicks are on the line here in Winnipeg. Game number 4, first period. Oh, 5-on-3. I'm not going to sim yet. I want to see what happens here. 5-on-3. They're taking early penalties against us. Come on, do something, team. Do something, team. There it is. Power play goal for Dauphin. So another power play goal for us, just like we were expecting to see. Our power play is taking it to him. Snapshot. Anyways, first period. Hornquist gets one, so he's got 3 goals now. If he can get another one, he's going to be at a goal per game here. And we're tripling them in shots. We held them to 4 shots that period while getting 12 of our own, so that's intense. We are running the show here in Winnipeg. Period 2, 4-1. Murphy and Riley, a couple defensemen getting points for us here. Frolik managed to score on Focht. So hopefully they don't get any more on us, because 1 goal against us seemed to be... Oh, Jesus. Grummet Morris puts one home. As I was saying, 1 goal against seems to be Focht's limit here in round 1. Power play goal for Palat, so 6-1. That's going to be the series, boys. Made quick work of the Winnipeg Jets. That first game was a little bit tight, but the last 3, no contest. And that should be expected from our team. We should be able to win games like that all the way up until the finals, hopefully. Maybe even through the finals. It would be nice to just run these playoffs like no team ever has. So that's going to do it for round 1. Jesus. I want to see... no, they didn't say what their arena's called. But if there's any Jets fans watching this, let me know if it is the MTS Center, because I don't want to be talking on my ass. So sim up. We're just going to be a ways to go because we only played 4 games. I'll take a look at the leaderboards, but we're not going to be up there really because we've only got to play 4 games. Some teams are going to get to play 7, right? So still not fucking simmed up to round 2. Hopefully just one more game. There it is. So we're going up against the Los Angeles Kings in round 2. Did they take us out last time? I think they might have. I don't remember. So save percentage. Focht is in 3rd with a 9.56, which is unreal, but Fleury has the craziest save percentage I've ever seen in this game with a .5 goals against average. So he's got at least 2 shutouts. That is really, really good. Focht got a 1.0. It's actually slightly above 1.0 because that first game did go, or slightly below, because the first game did go to overtime, but it was only like 38 seconds, so it's like a .99999. Points. Hornquist actually has 6 points, and that's good enough for 2nd. He's definitely got the best points per game in the playoffs. As far as goals go, he's got 3, leading the team. Popes actually has 5 assists, so that's 2nd most in the playoffs, and Grummet Morris has 4. So we managed to keep some spots on the leaderboard even though we only played 4 games. So we'll sim right up here. We're not going to start yet because we want to take a look at their teams, cut them out a little bit. Stats, central player stats, season. How did these guys do in regular season play? I'd like to fucking tell you if the screen would load. Jesus Christ. LA. here they are. So their leading scorer was Kopitar with only 68 points, and Pempel and Zykov had 67 and 65. So that's got to be their first line. There's no way they have a 67-point guy. He might be their second line, actually, but I hope not, even though he is 82 overall only. Carter, 87 overall, centering their second line, I bet, with 58 points. That's not bad. Conacher, 54. I don't know who they have winging on the second line. Maybe they have Eller out of position. I don't know. But no one stands out here to me as like a really good goal scorer. Voinov getting 42 points on the point is pretty impressive. Along with Doughty had 38, so that's got to be their 1-2 punch. There's Doughty and Voinov. Brown, he must be their second line right winger, even though he only had 37 points. So he's not going to be too threatening, I don't think. Muzzin had quite a few points. It looks like they picked up Kyle Quincy. Yeah. But what we need to check out is their goalie. They still have Jonathan Quick. They didn't play him as much as they played this Bartosak guy. And as stupid as that looks, because he is a 91 and Bartosak's only an 82. But it looks like Bartosak actually posted some better stats with a 2.49 goals against average. He had a worse record, but the stats were actually better. Save percentage, slightly better as well. So who knows who they're going to start. They do have two capable goalies, it looks like, even though this guy doesn't really have the overall to back up his numbers. It looks like Quick didn't really have a good season, even though he is a 91 overall. It looks like they're playing Quick, as you can see in the bottom right there. Quick has 4 wins, so we will be going up against Quick, who should have decent stats. I'm going to take a look. He's got a 1.97 goals against average with a 9.40 save percentage, so he is stopping pucks. So maybe he just had a shitty season. He's known to be a playoff guy rather than a regular season guy. He's an average goalie in the regular season if you look at his stats in real life. So let's just get right into it, actually. Let's stop wasting time. We didn't look at their lines, but who gives a shit? I pretty much figured it out just by looking at their stats. First period, here we go. Game number 1. It looks like the Kings are going to rock us this game. 3 goals in the first period. Zykov, Toffoli, and Kopitar. That could be their entire first line right there. Second period, hopefully we can bounce back. They're out shooting us nearly 3-1. We did get 1 goal on the power play, Dauphin, and we are tightening up the shots, and we are starting the third off on the power play, so this game is not a lost cause. If we can get one on this early power play, it is anyone's game, so let's see what happens here. No, we didn't get one on that power play, but now we're another one. Oh. No, see. We don't want to be going down by 3, so it looks like, yeah, I'm not confident anyways. Looks like game 1's going to go to the Kings in Phoenix. That's okay. We can turn this around, though. Kopitar, Toffoli's got... that was his first goal of the playoffs, eh? Jesus. Dauphin scored 2 for us, so he does have 4 goals now to take the lead away from Hornquist, but it's not going to be good enough. Dauphin had not his best season, but looks like he's having a solid playoff here for us. At least a point per game, assuming he's got 1 assist. We need to even up the series, though. We don't want to go into LA down 2-0, so hopefully we can get a strong first period. Here we go. 2-2. Definitely better than 3-0. Pempel and S. Generous. That's a name. That's funny. Dauphin with another goal, and Duclair with another goal. So these two guys have been coming out to play these playoffs, and it looks like they've been playing catch-up. Duclair scored first. Generous tied it up. Dauphin got us the lead, and Pempel tied it up. So hopefully we can keep that pattern going where we're never trailing. Let's see what happens here in the second. 6-2. So we got 4 goals. Faxa, Dauphin, Palat, and Dauphin. So Dauphin got a hattie. Good for him. And if we drop this game, I'm going to be severely depressed. They got to be pulled. They got to have Quick pulled by now. Extended power play where we can't get anything done. Another power play. The Kings must have a pretty good penalty kill compared to the Jets because they've been shutting down our power play constantly. We almost had 50 shots that game. Jesus Christ. Duclair, his 3rd goal. Dauphin's up to 7 goals. Fax is up to 3. He's been having not too bad of a time there on that second line. Palat, he scored, and that's going to do it. 3 stars, Dauphin, Faxa, Palat. So after Focht only let in 4 goals in the first series. He's already led in 6 in the second, and it's only been 2 games. So hopefully he can find his form. I mean, 2 goals against in the second game is not so bad, but 4 in the first game, we definitely don't want to ever see that again. Game number 3 in Staples Center in Los Angeles. Hopefully we can take our very first lead of the series. First period, 0-0. The shots are 9-5 for us, so we are almost doubling in shots. If we can keep that up, we should be able to take at least a lead here in the second. 1-1. They did manage to tie up the shots nearly, so Pemple scored after Gormley gave us the lead. It was a power play goal for them too, so it's anyone's game here. Slow sim here for the third. Would like to see a goal here for us. Shit, as soon as I fucking said it, Eller scored. Oh, but Stephen Harper, the Prime Minister, ties it up on the power play. Jesus. It's close, boys. This is a close one. It's going to OT. So, not even a minute after they got their lead, Harper tied it up on the power play, which is great. We are out shooting them. They managed to actually take the edge from us in shots there for a while at the beginning of the period, so it means we had a really strong second half of the period. Hopefully we can carry that over into overtime. Let's see what happens. Power play, there it is. Morgan Riley on the power play from the goal line. What a dirty shot. Snaps one from the goal line. Must have been a juicy rebound and Quick was on his back or something. But we'll take it anyway they come. Power play goal in overtime. That's going to give us our very first series lead. It's 2-1 now. We're still in LA for Game 4, but I'm happy with the lead. Morgan Riley, who's not known to really show up for us ever since we got him, has already 3 goals in these playoffs, so I'm happy with that, especially for a defenseman. I don't think Dauphin scored that game. Dauphin, what are you doing, bud? 7 goals in 7 games, though. I can't call him out. He's leading the league in points in this playoffs. Definitely leading in goals as well. Sim game. Here we go. Game 4. We're looking to really put LA's dicks against the wall. First period. Here we go. 0-0, just like last time. And we are out shooting them by 6. So not the hugest edge in shots, but definitely not a small margin either. Here we go. Second period. 1-0. Boone Jenner on the 4th line slaps one home from the point. And with time winding down in the second, too. So it was nearly 40 minutes with no goals. They kind of closed up the shot margin, but not really. So even in shots that period, we'll see what happens in the third. It's anyone's game. We only have 1 goal lead. Wouldn't mind getting an insurance mark on that power play shit. Come on. Come on, guys. There it is. Andre Palat is going to give us that 2-0 lead. And Falk gets a shutout. First one of the playoffs, actually, which is surprising considering he has been so solid for 7 of these 8 games. 3 stars. Falk with his first star performance. Jonathan Quick managing to get that 2nd star. And Boone Jenner with the game-winning goal there in the second period takes the 3rd star. So, yeah, LA's really got to fucking fight now. We got their balls in our hand, ready to just pop some testes. Going into game number 5 in Phoenix. So our hometown fans are ready to see us win a series. They didn't get to see this last time because we did pull off that sweep. First period, 3-0. So this looks a lot like fucking game number 1. 2 power play goals and Pemple and Zykov. Yeah, this is fucking game number 1 all over again. Outshot almost 3-1 again. So barring a really big second period, we could have lost this one in the first period already. Let's see what happens. Nothing. We're starting off with a power play. We've seen this fucking once before. Let's just get this game over with. Yeah, 4-0. Falk needs to have a bounce back game in game number 6 because I'm not fucking going to game 7. Ah, Jesus, that's brutal. And we're getting outshot to shit too. I don't know what happened to our team there. Maybe they're too cocky or something after winning 3 straight, but that was a piss poor performance. Yuck, that was bad. Ooh, I don't like that. So we're going to go to Game 6. We've had better luck on the road than we have had at home in this series, so hopefully that's the trend. And we can wrap up this series in 6 because I don't want to see a Game 7. Let's go, boys. Strong first period. Let's not see any goals against. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. That's a fucking win in its own mind because we've been able to win periods 2 and 3 against these guys all series long, so if we can just fucking stop that early push from them, we should have this in the bag. We're out shooting them 10-4. We're really holding them down in shots, it seems. Second period, 1-0 for us. Grummet Morris. I don't think we've really seen anything from him all series, so that's good to see. Slow sim to third. Ooh, and Dauphin showing back up after a couple games goalless, so that's good to see. Giving us a little insurance marker. Power play, do something, nothing. But as time ticks down here, McKinley gets another one. Or not another one, but one. And that's going to be the series. That makes me happy. We've been recording for about 20.5 minutes, so I'm not sure. Maybe I'll get some games done, or at least scout out the third round here before ending the video. So Grummet Morris, he has only his second of the playoffs, but McKinley had 3 points, so that's really good to see. McKinley, Focht, and Grummet Morris. Focht posting his second shutout of the series, bouncing back from an absolutely brutal performance in Game 5. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm happy to be away to round 3. Round 2 has been our kryptonite here for the last couple of years, so that puts a smile on my face. See you later, LA, and see you now, Nashville. Nashville is the team we're going to be playing in the third round. It's year 8, so I have no idea what their roster looks like. I bet you Rene's retired. No, he's not. Goals against average, Rene's got 209, it seems. Player stats, though, we'll see what we have to deal with in Nashville. Bigris, that's us. Nashville. Any point per game players? No, nothing even close. 53 points is their best. That's got to be their top line, eh? Bobby Ryan, Colin Wilson, and Gabriel Bourque. So not the best team. Colin Wilson takes a shitload of penalty minutes. Seth Jones had 48 points on the point, so he's got to be their best player. Craig Smith, 43 points, not too bad. Drew LeBlanc, 83 points. Or no, that's his overall. 43 points, not too bad. It looks like Shea Weber hasn't retired yet. How old is this guy? 36. Definitely his career's winding down. Looking to try to take home a cup before his time is done in this league. 107 penalty minutes for him, too, so he's not exactly disciplined. So a 92 paired with an 88 on their point. They've got definitely a strong 1-2 punch there. Forsberg only got to 82, so he doesn't progress really ever in this game. Ryan Ellis and Casey Conan, that could be their second pairing. Nah, Yossi's got to be. So they got 86 and 86. These guys have really good defense. That must be how they're winning games, because they have pretty much jack shit in terms of forwards. And then Rene's probably putting up some good stats too. Actually, yeah. I mean, Kevin Bailey, the 78 overall backup, had a really strong season, it looks like, although he did only have to play 10 games. They must have traded someone, because that only makes 54. Yeah, so both of these guys have had strong seasons. Their backup posted unreal numbers. It was a small sample size, though, but Rene 92.86 is really strong. Same with the 215. So definitely a team that doesn't like to get scored on. I'm going to go like this just because I have a hunch. I want to see goals against per game. I know we're right up there. We're number 1, aren't we? Nashville's 5th, right? So that's how they managed to do so well. They're the second best team in the West that actually made the playoffs. Goals for per game. Nashville. Way down here in 16th, right? So they're bottom half of the league for scoring, but they do manage to keep the puck out of the net. And then we're not going to do any simming, but we are going to look at their lines right quick, just because might as well fill some time here before I end this video. Nashville. So Bourque, Wilson, Ryan, like we thought would be their first line. It is. LeBlanc instead of Smith. I thought Smith would be their second line center, but they got Shala, LeBlanc, and Beck, which we probably expected. Nick Spaulding, Craig Smith, and Matt Bolesky is their third line. That's not a bad third line. It's not a good third line. And same thing with their fourth line. They got really average bottom 6. Their first line isn't that bad, but it's definitely not good. And their second line is pretty shitty for a second line. Defense, Jones, Weber, Yossi, Ellis. That is a really, really dirty top 4. And then Conan and Suster, I mean, you gotta round out your D somehow, and that's an respectable third string. It's not that good, but it's not brutal. And then in net, of course, Pecorine starting, and he's got a high overall as well. So next episode, guys, we're gonna finish up the playoffs. Hopefully, we can take home that cup, and depending on if we got time, we're gonna hit up the draft. So let's actually do some scouting right quick. See if you guys want me to pick up anyone. I shouldn't be in this scouting screen. I should be in the other one. Because this would be your last chance, hopefully, to let me know what prospect you want to see join the Phoenix Coyotes. If these next 2 rounds take a long time, hopefully we get 2 rounds. But if they do take a long time, I probably won't do the draft next episode, but I'm hoping to do it. So let me know if you want to see any of these guys on the team. Wiseman, he's a right winger, top 5. Peterson, he's a right winger, top 5. Mickelson, he's a defenseman from England, so that'd be kind of funny. You don't really see what's it called? Any European, not Swedes and Finns really ever in the draft. I wanted to see this screen better so I can actually check out their overalls. So we've scouted this guy a lot because he's got to be that guy in the dub. Tangrady, he's another top 5 player. He's a defenseman from Prince George. So as far as goalies go, I think there's just one. Yeah, there's Christopher Conan. We don't really need a goalie prospect because we have a 21-year-old monster. So I wouldn't mind picking up any of these top 3. We do have Gauthier as a trading asset, as well as Gormley. This whole video I haven't seen them do anything, so wouldn't be the saddest thing to get rid of those 2 guys. I'm going to take a look at their stats in the playoffs. I'd be surprised if they had more than 2 points each. Points. No points for Kink, Hanowski, or Pearson. Hanowski used to be our stud of the playoffs. Not so much anymore. Same with Pearson. He's a 4th liner, so we can't expect much from him. Jenner's a 4th liner, and he's got 2 goals. Gauthier, 4 points, so maybe shut me up a little bit. All assists, though. And looks like Gormley actually has 6 points, 1 goal, and 5 assists. So he's fighting for his roster spot, but we're wasting an 86 overall center on the 3rd line, so we can get something back for him, I'm sure. Along with that first overall pick not first overall, but first round pick we traded for in the last video. So yeah, thanks for watching this one, boys. If you want me to draft anyone, make sure you leave that in the comments, as well as any other feedback. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.